Welcome to Memorial Hall here at Delaware State University. My name is Brandon Bailey, and I could not be more proud to be the commentator for today's dual meets between Delaware State University, Wilks University, and McDaniel College. This historical evening is going to kick off here shortly, but right now we're enjoying the entertainment from the Hornets Marching Band. Great opportunity here to showcase what we have going here this afternoon. This is the first NCAA wrestling dual meet conducted in the state of Delaware in a very long time. The excitement couldn't be greater here on campus. People are still rolling in from all over the state, in fact, from all over the region. We've seen a number of people, not only in the Delaware wrestling community, but also from the regional landscape of wrestling. This is very, very exciting here today. Our first dual meet is going to feature Delaware State University and Wilks University. We will shortly be going to the mat side lineups. In the meantime, I'll talk a little bit about what we do see here today. Before you in Memorial Hall, we have not seen a wrestling mat since the 2007-2008 high school season, where we closed out the dual meet state tournament here with the Sussex Central Golden Knights winning that tournament that year. That's important because on that very Sussex Central Golden Knights team was Brock Budesheim. Brock will join us today as the top assistant for the Delaware State University Hornets women's wrestling team. Brock is in support of Kenya Sloan. She is the head wrestling coach on this inaugural women's wrestling team and has done a fantastic job not only organizing this season, but they've already started to get some signings together for next season as well. Again, mentioned the excitement is palpable. I've seen wrestlers from all over the state of Delaware at the high school level here. Entire programs have showed up. I've seen wrestlers from Cesar Rodney, St. Mark's, Concord, and Hodson. This is a fantastic opportunity for this state, and so many people are excited for what we have going here today. We are just moments away here from the Delaware State University Wrestling Hornets coming out. And there it is. There's the final buzzer. They should be walking out here momentarily. People are still packing the nest here. We should be at capacity here very shortly. On the front side of the broadcast, I wanted to discuss that despite this being an NCAA wrestling event, the women wrestle freestyle rules, a little bit different than you may be familiar with in your traditional folk style or what some people will call collegiate for the men's side. Scoring is going to be a little bit different, and that's why I'm here today. They brought me in because I know what I'm looking at, and I'm very able to explain to you what's happening. We are excited for what we have here going. Quick look at Brock Budesheim, just going off camera there as he goes to shake hands and give hugs to his father and family. For today's action, each bout will be composed of 2 3-minute periods with a 30-second break in between. In that 30-second break, the wrestlers will retire to their corner where they will receive coaching, strategy, and information from their coaches. Probably take a sip of water, also try to cool down a moment, collect themselves before they go back out. In freestyle wrestling, like in folk style wrestling and other forms of wrestling, the ultimate goal is the pin. The pin is when the shoulders are held to the mat for a 1-second count. Different than in scholastic or folk style or collegiate wrestling. When a pinfall occurs, the official tonight will raise his hand, and he will look for confirmation from the mat judge and the mat chairman. We will have 3-man mechanics on the mat tonight, led by our officials, Chris Vauchel, Leon Conley, and Russell Sherrod. As they come out to take their positions for each bout, we will let you know who is where. People still filtering in from across the frozen landscape of Delaware today. Driving here from Newark, it was really neat to see all of the frozen farmland as I traveled down Route 1. Been very cold here all week, and obviously with the snowstorm that blew through last weekend, we were treated to a delightful landscape on the way down. Fantastic atmosphere here today with the both the Delaware State University Hornets Marching Band, the dance team, the cheerleaders, and then we also have a DJ that will keep us entertained. And there you go, great shot on your screen there. Great shot of Dr. Tony Allen there momentarily. We're going to enjoy the wide shot here. I'm going to step away momentarily, and I will be right back. All right, on the mat today we have Dr. Tony Allen and First Lady Tara Allen in the right-hand side of your screen. Right in front of the desk here, right in front of me is Mr. Tony Tucker. He is our athletic director at Delaware State University. So a lot of Delaware State dignitaries and brass on hand today for this historic event at Delaware State University. Fantastic, fantastic opportunity for the school to showcase the only, a one of one, a completely unique, historically black college and university women's wrestling team at the NCAA Division I level. This is an absolutely historic moment in the state of Delaware for the wrestling community, for the university, and for the people around the state. Again, as people are still rolling in, we're going to be listing some of the dignitaries that we do see throughout the course of the right in front of us. I have Now taking the opportunity to hear from Delaware State University Athletic Director Tony Tucker. Tony Tucker just reiterated what I had shared. This is the first ever historically black college and university HBCU Division I wrestling dual meet. So we are making history here in Dover, Delaware today. Right now, talking about some of our dignitaries in the crowd. Through these pre-match festivities, this place is really filled up. It's been fantastic to see. Really great. It's been a long time since I've been back in Memorial Hall, since the 2008 Delaware State Dual Meet tournament. So really, really awesome to see this crowd, this gym be packed again. Dr. Tony Allen is taking the mic right now. Fantastic historical moment for him as the president of Delaware State University. It is about ready to get loud in here, so let's just sit back and enjoy this moment here. Delaware State University Hornets Marching Band is about ready to welcome our Delaware State University women's wrestling team to the mat. Fantastic entrance coming in through the smoke. Very stoic, in the same model as both of their coaches. Both Kenya and Brock, fantastic advocates for the sport and incredible role models for these young women. Right to my left is Kerry McCoy on your screen. He is to your far right. Carrie McCoy is a National Hall of Fame member, one of the very best ever to do it at the NCAA level. Just a fantastic ambassador for the sport. And here we go, we're about ready to kick it off. We have an intro video here. The excitement really is through the roof here. This is such a fantastic day for not only the ladies, but for the wrestling community and the state. This is what we've been waiting so long for here in the state of Delaware. For years and years, we've had to watch our best athletes leave to go take and seek collegiate opportunities, but now it's here. They've got the coaching, they've got the training, they have everything that they need. They got the university support, a brand new mat just brought to us the other day, just delivered yesterday by Resolite out of Sunbury, Pennsylvania. Just a fantastic, fantastic atmosphere here today at Delaware State University in Memorial Hall, also known as the Nest. And there's a shot of the video. Just tons of excitement here. All right. Really fantastic opportunity here for Louise Jewett to be showcased on so many levels today. Just a fantastic rendition of our national anthem by Louise Jewett, one of our Delaware State University wrestling Hornets. Here we go. We're going to do some lineups, and we're going to be ready for action here in a couple of minutes. I'm going to step away momentarily and let the announcer take over, Mr. Terry Blankston. the lineup so coaches can do what they need to do. Delaware State will send Louise Jewett, your young lady that just sang our fantastic rendition of our national anthem. Lily Szymanski is going to go at 160 for Wilkes. And she's going to wrestle Haley Briscoe from Delaware State University. .180, Carnera Rivera from Wilks University is going to take on Haley Velez Almodovar. Another example of strength here at the Delaware State University is the fact that Coach Kenya Sloan is just about able to fill out an entire lineup, which isn't always the case. So at 207, Christina Lisboa is going to take a forfeit. That's going to be a 5-point decision for the other team, or a 5-point decision for the Delaware State University Hornets. We're going to get this match going here briefly at 103 pounds. We're going to see Gabby Vasquez and Melania Chavarria. We're going to take the flip. The reason we take the flip is because it tells us who has choice in the match in the second period. It's top, bottom, neutral, or I guess in a 2-period match, nobody's going to defer, but they could. Again, just an electric atmosphere here tonight, this afternoon at Delaware State University Memorial Hall, home of the Delaware State University Women's Wrestling Hornets. All right, the decision on the mat, blue will take the even bouts, so that means for all the odd bouts, red is going to take the first choice.
You need this for the in-game stuff? I got you. So just hold it down when you want to talk.
And it'll turn green?
Yep.
Great. This idea at Delaware State University. Thank you so much. We're good to go. Here we go. You could not get any more excited here. Matt sided at Delaware State University. It's been so long since wrestling has been conducted at the collegiate level in the state of Delaware, particularly at the NCAA Division I level. Music's going, people are getting excited. Here we go. Red's gonna send first. Wilkes sends Gabby Vasquez to the mat, and my apologies. Now wrestling at 103 pounds from Delaware State University, Melania Chavarria. Her opponent from Wilks University, Gabby Vasquez. .103 was a forfeit. Melania will receive a forfeit for the first ever NCAA Division I in-bout victory. by the Delaware State University Wrestling Hornets. We'll have a double forfeit at 110. At 117 from Wilks University, Grace Riley. And from Delaware State University, Ecart Galumet. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give these ladies something to be excited about. Here we go. Our first contested dual meet in a very long time. All right, here we go right away. She's gone feet to back. She's gone there with another turn. Out of the gate, Ecart Galumet is up 6-0. That is 14 seconds into the bout. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you get it electrified. Here we go. She's gone right on the attack again. Riley's in on a single leg. Galumet with a big step over. She's going 2. She's up now 8-0. She's looking for a pinfall. With a hold. Let's get loud, ladies and gentlemen. We have a fall. Our first NCAA Division I Women's Wrestling pin at Memorial Hall. Ecart Galumet. Winner by fall, 35 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, it does not get more electric than that. That is how you get a crowd and a state to its feet. Incredible job, Ecart. Next up at 124 pounds from Wilkes, we have Haley Robinson or Natalie Frederick taking on Juliana Diaz from Delaware State University. Here we go, Natalie Frederick and Juliana Diaz for our second contested bout of the day. Let's let them hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Right off the bat, Juliana with a front headlock set up. Going to her underhook, fantastic motion. Headgear comes off, wrestle through it. Great double. That would have been to her feet to back. That would have been good for 4, but the referee blew the whistle short. Explosive movement out of Miss Diaz there. Fantastic work. Being aggressive right off the first whistle. Here we go. This crowd is excited here. There you see assistant coach Brock Budesheim in the corner, assisting Juliana, adjusting her headgear. And here we go. Natalie Frederick, they're back on their feet. Lots of motion here. Right feet to back, that's gonna be 4. Juliana Diaz leads 4-0. We're gonna go back on our feet here. Take down Juliana Diaz, she leads 4-0. Great looking drag. She's got the head stuffed, looking to cut the corner. Now we got a cradle. Now she's looking, heading aside. Possible pinfall here on the mat. Referee, we have a fall, our second fall of the day. Juliana Diaz, winner by fall in 44 seconds over Natalie Frederick. At 124 pounds from Wilkes, look at the crowd. They are fired up here at Memorial Hall. We got guys with shirts off, guys with their chest painted. This is an outstanding environment to welcome home NCAA Division I Wrestling to the state of Delaware. At 131 pounds, we have Chanel Alberg from your Hornets. And from Wilks University, we have Abby Bowman. Great double leg, cut back. That's going to be good for 4. Here we go. She's looking to lock up. She's got a great bar there, far side wrist. Got the over-under, sliding the knee through. Here we go. Looking for a possible pinfall. Let's hear it, folks. Possible pinfall here on the mat. She just looks up and sits through. She's going to get the pin, but Abby Bowman slides out the back. Goes right to the underhook. Referee blows it dead. We got an additional point for the hold. She now leads 7-0. Remember, technical fall here in women's wrestling is 10 points. Good hand fight here by both ladies. As suspected, the Hornets are doing a great job controlling the center of the mat. Oh, great shot here. Good on the high crotch. This was her coach's bread and butter. Nothing yet, no control. We got 2. She's up 9-0. One turn's going to do it here. She's got the lace hooked up, and there she goes. Your winner at 131 pounds by technical fall from Delaware State University, Chanel Alberg. What a fantastic display there. That transition could not have been better. The high crotch, right to the turn, right to the lace. Beautiful. There's no time for her to react. Went right into the turn. That's exactly how we're supposed to do it, kids. At 138 pounds from Wilkes, we have Angel Albright. She will take on Kylie Gaddy from Delaware State University. The action's been so packed here, I haven't had a chance to recognize our officials. On the mat right now, you have Leon Conley. The mat judge is Chris Boschel, and Russell Sherrod is our mat chairman. All right, here we go. Action at 138 pounds. Angel Upright versus Kylie Gaddy. A lot of good hand fighting. Great control of the mat by both ladies right out of the gate. Nice slide by attempt. Here we go. You see Gaddy, got that underhook now. She's got to use it. Moving her feet. We're looking at push-out territory. We haven't had a chance to talk about that much here. As a reminder, we're using freestyle rules of the UWW. Oh, she's got her locked up. Here we go. Oh, here we go. There's our first step out. Fans, that is our first step out of the dual meet. That is a 1-point move. Ooh, left-handed headlock. We're going to call that we're going to give that point red. We don't do slips anymore. That was a great headlock, though. I'll tell you what, Angel Upright's got some moves in her bag here. But Kylie's countering with a Russian tie of her own. Some people call it a 2-on-1. We know it as a Russian tie as well. See how she's got that arm up by the armpit, the other arm. We got another push out here. We have a caution and a push out. We have confirmation from the table. We have caution and a push out. So what that means for Angel Upright is she's going to have to get moving here. Just falls into a quick shot there. Head on the inside. You see Angel, she's moving. There we go, she gets to her feet. This is where it gets exciting, folks. Another push out. That's going to be another point. All right, she's really going to have to get moving here, Angel Upright is. So we should be at 5-0 for the bout score. Total dual meet score of 19-5. Ladies are both doing a fantastic job trying to establish head control. One of the things that great throw by there on that 2-on-1. Leads right to an inside single. She's going for it. Heads outside. She's got to hook that bottom leg. There we go. 2-point takedown, Kylie Gaddy. There we go. She's probably got about 15 seconds left to the turn. Looks like she's getting the action call from the official. He's going to bring her back to the feet. 52 seconds left in the first period. 51 seconds left in the first period. And we have Kylie Gaddy up 7-0. This could be our first. Oh, great shot by Angel Upright. Head to the side. Here we go. She's got her body locked up. Got to see what she's got here. We're going to go. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, 2-point takedown at the edge of the mat for Kylie Gaddy. Ladies and gentlemen, what a reversal. 28 seconds left, short time. They're going to set him back up, and we're going to knock him back down. Here we go. Angel Upright, I'll tell you, she is tough. She is coming back in with that underhook. We know she's got something there, so we got to be careful. We can't just go in capriciously. We got to go in with some thought. We got to attack intentionally here. And there it is. If she can finish here, she's going to wrap up the match. That is a technical fall at 138 pounds for Kylie Gaddy. Technical fall at 138 pounds. Kylie Gaddy over Angel Upright. Fantastic. They are going nuts here. Ladies and gentlemen, what an atmosphere. This just could not have started better for the Hornets. It couldn't have. We just got to keep the ball rolling here. This is just some fantastic stuff. From Wilkes at 145 pounds, Alyssa McIntosh. And from Delaware State University, Louise Jewett. Three minutes on the clock. You may remember Louise from the center of the mat just recently as she sang our national anthem today. Man, these Hornets are on the attack. These ladies came to work. That front headlock, another cradle. Here we go. Cradle's locked up. We got two. Looking for a high gut. Oh, we're going to go one-on-one in a bar. That's okay. Probably got about 6 more seconds here to work. All right. Takedown 2 for Louise Jewett. Back to their feet. You'll notice it's different than men's folk style wrestling because if there's no action, they will send them back to their feet. By sending them back to their feet, they want to, oh, nice slide by attempt there by McIntosh. Ah, beautiful pop under. Not quite a duck under, not quite a slide by. Lots of hand fighting in here. This is great action. Oof, what a snap down. To Louise Jewett. She's going to look for another turn here. She leads about 4-0. Different than men's folk style. If the referee calls the action, your opponent will not get a point for getting back to their feet. So they're going to send them back to their feet right now. Jewett leads 4-0, has had 2 great takedowns. I thought the cradle was going to go for more. She had it locked up tight. Slide by, almost, looking for the headlock. Look, we might have our first lift of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Inside step. Looking for the trip. She couldn't clear that inside arm. Jewett's head's buried. We got a lot of action. We're going to go over the top, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking for, that's a 5-point throw! Going right to the fall. We have confirmation, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner by fall with a 5-point throw, Louise Jewett. If you are not here, you have no clue what you're missing. That was a huge 5-point throw. I don't know if in the truck they can get you an instant replay, but that was textbook. That was beautiful. That's the stuff we see at the highest levels of freestyle wrestling. I'm looking for Kerry McCoy right now to see if he's excited about that throw because that was huge. That was fantastic. Is that Haley Briscoe, they said? Is that Haley Briscoe? Yes. Okay. At 160 pounds, Lily Shemansky from Wilks University will wrestle Haley Briscoe from Delaware State University. All right, man, and the Hornets are out to a commanding 28-5 lead after that pin. I see Kerry McCoy right across the mat from me. Big smiles from him. That was a huge throw. That reminded me of him in his collegiate and post-collegiate days as an Olympian. Fantastic work. Oh, man, here we go. Got to get centered. We're in on a double leg. We're going to go for 4. 4-point takedown for Haley Briscoe. They have these girls ready today. This is just a snap down, go behind, take down Haley Briscoe. She's going to be looking for, looks like she's working on her lace here. Doing everything she needs to do. She's got the leg trapped, and she's going to get perpendicular. 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns. That's a technical fall for Haley Briscoe. Folks, we have not had a bout make it out of the first period here. These Del State Hornets are ready to sting. They're taking a commanding 34-5 lead into the final bout of the day. At 180 pounds from Wilkes, Carnia Rivera. From Delaware State University, Hayeli Velez Almodovar. As I mentioned in the pre-broadcast, Haley Velez Almodovar wrestled for assistant coach Brock Budesheim at West Creek High School in Tennessee. So just to be clear, this is not a team made up of just local athletes. Yes, we're excited about what's gone on in Delaware girls wrestling as they turn into women at the collegiate level, right? But she came all the way from Tennessee to be here. Single leg by Rivera, heavy hips, great job there by Velez Almodovar. Spins around. She's got a back step, going for the back step here. Cross face with the back step. And she's got to break that grip and separate those hands. Here we go. The head's up. But Almodovar's got that ankle. To Velez Almodovar. Great takedown now. She's looking for a turn here. Just an outstanding opportunity. She's got it up. Power half was in. The referee's going to call them back to their feet. Velez Almodovar takes a 2-0 lead into the break. We're going to take a second for a contact lens. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've never lost a contact lens on a mat, it is one of the hardest things in the world to find. All right, here we are. We're back. Strong hand fight from both young ladies here. Just doing absolutely outstanding work in the center. Delaware State's really controlled the ties. They've done a great job controlling the shots. They have done an outstanding job in all aspects of this match today. There's that Russian tie I talked about earlier. Rivera turns that into an underhook. We got to work on some head position here for Velez Almodovar. We're going to need to see some action here. We may get the shot clock called. Those of you not familiar with freestyle wrestling, the shot clock is used. It looks like we're going to have a caution. Caution in blue. Caution blue. That's passivity blue. Next passivity, she'll go on the shot clock. Oh, what a double leg shot. Right to 2-point takedown. Takedown, Velez Almodovar. Looking for another turn. Looks like we're going to, you can hear the fans behind us. Delaware has a very knowledgeable wrestling base. For those of you watching from home that may not be familiar, Delaware has had a number of All-Americans, national champions, both at the USA level, and we've had a national champion and a number of All-Americans at the NCAA level. Really excited to see what these girls have going for them. There's that inside single again. Great sprawl by Almodovar. She's got to cut the corner here. She's going to be up another 2. She has 37 seconds to make it happen. Look, inside cradle staring right in her face. Maybe a big cross face, take her right to her back. All right. She's got to keep back stepping around. Got to break that grip. Now she's got her 2. All right, now it's time to go to work. They're going to put her, that puts her at a 6-0 lead. Going back to that power half again. Yep, now she's going to come up front. Oof, rough cross face there. All right, one-on-one, far side one-on-one. Looking to throw that half. 4 seconds left. Looks like you're going to let her run it out on the mat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first match that has gone to the second period. At the conclusion of 1 period, Velez Almodovar leads 6-0. Quick ISO shot of Coach Kenya Sloan and Coach Brock Budesheim. As you notice, what they're doing is they're fanning her off, cooling her down, letting her get her breathing under control. On the other side, we have Carnea Rivera. She's receiving some medical attention, a little bit of blood. Because we are in that 30-second break, there's not a need to start blood time. Now, if she starts the bout and needs to start blood time, she would have 3 minutes total blood time to get things going. You see that nose plugged up by Carnea Rivera. Great shot there by our mat side camera. All right, here we go. Back for the second period. Velez Almodovar leads 6-0, heading into 2. We're into 2 now. Lots of motion. There's that double leg again. If she gets her to her feet, it's going to be over. Here we go. We're going to go. Ooh. Tough there. That was good. Now we got 1 point for the push-out. Push-out, Velez Almodovar. Brief break in action. Carnea Rivera's nose plug came out, as they sometimes do, and they sit on the mat. All right, here we go, 7-0. 2:13 left in the bout. There's that Russian again. Man, that Wilkes team is well schooled with that tie. Like to see a little bit more action with it. Ooh, nice bump by there. There's that double leg again. Not surprised that the Delaware State University wrestlers are in fantastic condition. A trademark of Brock Budesheim and Kenya Sloan. Priding themselves on outworking everybody. She's going to cut the corner here. We're going to go up 9-0. Takedown, Velez Almodovar. Up 9-0. Probably got about 10 seconds to work if she got that leg shelved. Here we go. If she gets perpendicular, all right. Referee Chris Voschel is going to set us back to our feet. 1:26 left. Your dual meet score, 32-5. Other than the forfeit that Delaware State gave up, they have not surrendered a point this match. Here we go. Excitement builds during the rest of this blood timeout. Taking a moment here. All right, we're ready to roll again. Again, just fantastic atmosphere. Now, both women have taken some of their blood time. Velez Almodovar is just one shot away, one takedown away from a superior. Oh, and there we go. See what they're going to call here? Nope, they are going to call that a slip. All right, so I recant my earlier statement. A slip throw is primarily was used in previous years when somebody was very sweaty and they would slip the throw. They didn't feel that either person had gained the points. They didn't feel like the wrestler attempting the move should be penalized. Again, Rivera with that underhook. She's got to get busy with her hands. She's got to get busy with her feet. She's down 9-0. 51 seconds left. All right, we're coming up on short time here. See, great time for another snap down out of that overhook. Just take her right off her feet. There you go. That is vintage Brock Budesheim with that counter there. Here we go again. If she can finish this single, head up. She's almost in a fireman's position here. If she can finish this in a flyaway, we might have another technical superior. There we go! Almost. Needed to stump that knee a little harder. Heads outside in the high cross position. She's got to fight through this and get to the crackdown. Takedown, Velez Almodovar. That terminates the bout. Your winner by technical superiority, Hailey Velez Almodovar. Great battle. 13 seconds left in the bout. She locks up the technical superiority, technical fall, some of you will call it. Really great work there. And for our final bout of the night, at 207 pounds, Delaware State University will receive a forfeit. Christina Lisboa. Leon. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. After the first dual meet for your NCAA Division I Women's Wrestling Hornets, they're victorious by a final score of 41-5 over Wilks University. We anticipate a 2 o'clock start time for the McDaniel and Wilkes bout. All right, enjoy the band. I'm gonna cut away here for about 6 or 7 minutes. Welcome back here. We are getting ready to go for round 2. We are 7.5 minutes away from the McDaniel College and Wilks University dual meet. For those of you watching from home but are still local, don't forget to join us tonight after the dual meets at the Rail House. Over there at the Rail House, we will have the opportunity to meet and greet with all of the women's wrestlers here at Delaware State University. In addition, everything that you purchase, food and drink, will go to support the Delaware State University Hornets Women Wrestling Program. What time does Rail House start? 6? Okay. Festivities will begin at the Rail House at 6, and we are again in the final moments here before we see the Wilks University Colonels take on the McDaniel College Green Terror. One of the few singular plurals in the United States and in the NCAA as far as mascots go. For those of you that are unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, when we think about things like the Miami Heat, they are mascots whose name does not end in an S, like the Delaware State Fighting Hornets. McDaniel's taking the mat. They're out getting warmed up. Wilkes is already ready to go. They just wrestled about, so they don't need as much time to get ready. So we'll see here shortly what we have going, and just talk about the great atmosphere here. You know, in the break, I had the opportunity to talk to Kerry McCoy, multiple-time NCAA champion at Penn State, former head coach at Maryland, former head coach at Stanford, current head coach at Lehigh Valley Regional Training Center. The RTC system is something USA Wrestling came up with in the late 2000s, early 2010s to help spread out the talent around the United States and also to build from the bottom up. It was really a grassroots movement. RTCs are popping up all over the United States now. Many major colleges and universities at the Division I level will have an RTC. Most closely here, you have the Philadelphia RTC run out of Penn, University of Pennsylvania. And then to the south, in University of Maryland, Alex Clemson runs the Maryland RTC. So the RTC systems are used to help develop the sport in a grassroots manner around the country.
R160 will be Mackenzie Kuhn.
Okay.
IR38 would be Taylor Mead on this one. Yeah, you might want to. 38 would be Mead. Okay.
Getting some direction here from Mason Gorostas, the head coach at McDaniel College, and then he's sending over legendary Green Terror coach John Lowe. I've known
This one will be Lena Black.
Lena Black's at 45.
Yeah, 145. Oh yeah, yeah. Mead's at 38 now. Black, and then Kuhn at 160. K-O-O-N.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, just getting some updates there on who's going to be wrestling who in the dual meet here. Excited to see what we have going here. Going to make a 3-minute announcement here. Fans, wrestlers, we are going to get going in about 3.5 minutes.
Or, I'm sorry, 145.
So McIntosh is done?
Yeah, she has concussion.
Okay. Fantastic event here between bouts. We're down to our last minute between matches here. We're going to get going here shortly. We are going to clear the mats in 1 minute. We're going to begin wrestling when both teams are ready to roll, but we're going to clear the mats in 1 minute. Fantastic atmosphere today. I just saw former Cesar Rodney head coach and high school standout Aaron Harris looking around today. This is the who's who of Delaware high school wrestling. Looking across the gym, I'm looking at Vinny Renato, 5-time DIAA state place winner, 4-time Delaware state finalist, 3-time Delaware state champion, 2-time Beast of the East All-American. Vinny did hold the Delaware all-time wins record for a couple of years before it was broke by Cody Combs. It's recently been broken again by Cliff Backish IV of St. Mark's High School. Shout out to the Backish family. Those of you that have not had the opportunity to meet Cliff, he was definitely instrumental and influential in the career of Brock Budesheim. Spent a lot of time with Cliff. We're going to make an announcement here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take our seats and let's get it going. We're going to have our dual meet between McDaniel College and Wilks University up next. I'm going to toss it to Mr. Terry Bankston for the lineups. Toss to Mr. Bankston for the lineups. Again, this is a who's who of Delaware wrestling. I saw Kurt Howell, 1992 Olympic alternate. Fantastic coach. Won a ton of state titles at Smyrna. Really, 4-time state champ, the University of Delaware, 4-time state champ for Newark High School. Went on to wrestle at Clemson, trained at St. Cloud. Really has done a ton to put Delaware on the map, particularly those mid-2000s, early 2010s teams. He produced a ton of state champions out of Smyrna. He also was just doing a fantastic job developing our freestyle and Greco program. I was fortunate enough to coach in that program when I was in Delaware. I was the head coach of the AAU Junior Olympic programs, the freestyle programs, for 2 years. And then in 2007, I went to go coach with Joe Pereira at the USA Junior Duels. It was the first time we ever took a team to the USA Junior Duels. That year we also had an outstanding finish at Fargo in freestyle and Greco. So the who's who. I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much, though. So yeah, there we are. We are in it, getting ready to go with Wilkes and McDaniel. Over in the corner from McDaniel is John Lowe, legendary high school and college coach. He coached against me when I was competing both for Ursinus and at York College at what was Western Maryland College and has now been renamed McDaniel College. He came out of high school retirement and is now coaching. He's the head women's coach at McDaniel College. Finishing up the lineups here, just to run down the who's who of Delaware wrestling. We see Kurt Howell here. Senator Nicole Poor is here, tremendous supporter, mother of 2 multiple-time state champions in the DIAA. Also Senator Eric Buxton, longtime coach at Polytech. I remember watching one of his wrestlers, Brock Davis, win his state title here in 1995. In addition, Senator Buxton also has been an official for as long as I can remember. All right, we're going to call our captains to the center of the mat. That's what you're seeing there. They're going to take the flip. Also in attendance today is Vic Leonard. Vic was the man responsible for bringing the Mid-Atlantic Classic, then the Beast of the East, to Delaware. Vic then also threw another holiday tournament called the Tiger Classic. Vic understood what Delaware lost when the universities decided to drop their programs. And he understands how important today is not only to Delaware State University, but to the state overall. Directly across from me is Chris Budesheim and his wife Desiree and their son David. Chris is the father of Delaware State University assistant coach Brock Budesheim. Chris and I coached for all 4 years that Brock was in school together. In the summer times, I spent a lot of time with the family, and it's great to see him here today supporting Brock in this new adventure. All right, looks like here we go. That's a forfeit. At 103 pounds, Gabby Vasquez will take a forfeit. At 110 pounds, Sophia Molina will take a forfeit. At 117 pounds, in our first contested bout of the day, from McDaniel University, Ariana Carnahan. From Wilkes, Grace Riley. All right, here we go. Action at 117 pounds. Ariana Carnahan from McDaniel and Grace Riley from Wilkes. Let's see what these ladies have. Remember, we're working on 2 3-minute periods. We're working under freestyle operation. The scoring is going to be a little different. Yes, you have a 2-point takedown, but we might be seeing, there we go. With 1-point push out. Looking for the dump here. Taking her, going to go for no points yet. Now we go for 2. 2-point takedown, McDaniel. Carnahan gone for a high gut. Everything was set up there right. She just had to dig in and drive forward a little bit more. Carnahan leads 3-0 heading into the final 2 minutes. Great shot there by Riley. Got her head. She's got to work out the back. Sit on that. Carnahan is tough. Switches her hips. Everything looks good there. If we were in folk style, I'll be calling for a Peterson there for Carnahan. Great job. Takedown 2, Carnahan. 2, takedown, Ariana Carnahan. All right. Looking for a one-on-one in a bar here. She's got to get that bar up on that hip. Driving a little too perpendicular for me. There we go. Far side half, and we're going to bring it back to our feet. Yep. Yeah, score should be 5-0. There we go. All right. That's the push out and the 2 takedowns. Coach John Lowe helping us out here. A little jog back across the mat. All right, here we go. I really like the way that Riley's got that inside arm set up. That she comes into some really great positions. Man, that dump is fierce for another 2 points. Keeps that bottom leg. She should just go right and look for a, there we go. Looking for the fall. Possible fall here. Takedown 2. Beautiful, beautiful high gut position. 2-point turn. Your winner by technical fall from McDaniel College, Ariana Carnahan. At 124 pounds from McDaniel College, Alize Franzi. And from Wilks University, Haley Robinson. Did she give a different name? Here we go. Looks like we have Madison Rich versus Haley Robinson. Not sure what happened. They may have made a change there. solid hand position on both. Really good head position. Both trying to control the center of the mat. Doing a great job working through. Really like what Robinson is doing there, trying to wear out the back strap on Rich. Great front headlock position. Pulled her right into it. She's got to elevate here. No points. Now she's got to get her back to her feet if she would like that push-out point. Great. It should be for 4. 4-point takedown, Haley Robinson. Looking for the fall. Robinson's continuing to work. Looks like she's up.
Chris, did they give her the hold point? They give her the hold point too? So it's 4?
4-0 is your score here. Just checking down. 4-0 is your score here. Just got to get some action going here. A little bit of motion. Really carbon copy styles and frames here on these women. There we go, some attack. Great front headlock position. She's got to get her head in the hole. Start attacking that. That's it. There we go. Takedown Robinson. Robinson leads 6-0. Got to work that bar up onto her chest or her hip. Got that far side one-on-one. Now, looks like we're going to call taking them back to our feet. Probably potentially dangerous. Robinson looks really fresh here. There comes Rich, though. If she can elevate, she's got to get to her feet. This is a big, oh, man, there we go. That's a possible pin. Your winner by fall from Wilks University, Haley Robinson. Next up for McDaniel College, Alize Franzi. She will take on Abby Bowman from Wilks University. All right, Alize Franzi, Abby Bowman, here we go. Let's get it going. One of the trends that I'm seeing a lot today in these bouts so far is I'm seeing a lot of scoring in bunches. I'm seeing a lot of shutouts. A lot of our technical superiorities are going 10-0. Madison Rich was in on a deep shot there. She just needed to repenetrate and bring her hips. And had she done that, I think she would have easily been looking at 4. And at that point, Haley Robinson just stepped over, put her to her back, and finished the fall. I will tell you this, these girls from McDaniel College, they hand fight very much. Whoa, going for the lateral drop. Let it go, not going to give anything there. They're going to bring them back to their feet. That was the equivalent of a slip. Those of you that can see the mat judge and mat chairman, when he holds the white paddle, that just waves that point off. So the referee makes the first call, and then the call has to be agreed. Beautiful lat drop. Almost coming through. Oh, look at that. 2 points, Alize Franzi. Oh, man, she is tough on top there. This is going to be a battle of hips here. Whoever gets their hips higher first. Up, Alize Franzi's got her locked up. Possible fall. Looks like the referee should be holding. She is fighting here. She's got a long time, too. 1:50 is not easy to fight off your back. Franzi's got those legs in. If she looks up and looks away, she's going to flatten her back out. She's going to be able to pull that chest away a little bit. elevate that lower arm. But hey, Bowman is doing a heck of a job here fighting off of her back. This is not easy. For those of you that have never been in this position or never been in this situation, this is one of the most tiring. That is a courageous effort by Abby Bowman. Really, really solid effort by Abby Bowman. All right. Looking for a point of clarification here. Coach Casey Kruchek is looking for some clarification on the points here. Freestyle is a fast and very quick sport. A lot of stuff happens in a short period of time, so it's always good to have one coach paying attention to the bout, one coach paying attention to the clock and the scoreboard. Again, as I was saying, just before she hit that lateral drop. Oh, here we go. Got something on the outside with Abby Bowman in that crackdown position. Man, Alize Franzi is just, yep, there we go. 2 for Bowman. Takedown, Abby Bowman. Going for a power half, or looking to set up her half. I'd like to see a little bit more of a high gut in those scenarios. But it's difficult sometimes for the transition from freestyle to, or from folk style to freestyle. Again, as I was saying right before Alize Franzi had that throw, the head position and the hand fighting is very reminiscent of those Green Terror teams that John Lowe coached in the 90s that used to give fits to the Centennial Conference. Having spent 2 years at Ursinus and wrestling through that. Oh! No points yet. 4-point takedown, Alize Franzi. 1 point reversal, Abby Bowman. Now we got some points moving back and forth across the board here. Which you're going to check them out. All right, we're going to pause here for 30 seconds as the competitors head to the corners. You may see them being cooled down and cooled off by the coaching staffs, getting some water, getting some instruction. I think I'm going to get it out of me this time. What I saw out of Alize Franzi, that hand fighting was very reminiscent of those teams that John Lowe coached in the early 2000s and then in the 90s at Western Maryland College, then McDaniel College. It didn't matter where I wrestled, at Ursinus or York. They were some of our toughest bouts and some that we definitely took. And we're back for action. Very physical teams that knew how to grind you down, but their technique was spot on too. They were quick, they were fast, they were strong. Looks like Abby Bowman is inches. Takedown, Abby Bowman. Abby Bowman was inches from a takedown there. She's got the bar. And then one-on-one, she's going to drive it right down through the ear. All right, referee's going to bring him back to the feet. On the mat right here, we have Russell Sherrod. Your mat judge is Leon Conley, and then Chris Vauchel is over as the mat chairman. Lots of good action here. They're going for the big one. In the headlock. See if she can get it again. Nothing yet, nothing yet. The head slips. Nope, they're calling it again. White paddle from Chris Vauchel. That knocks any potential for a point out of the way. Casey Kruchek is getting an explanation here from the judge. Leon Conley. Good outside single there. Takedown Bowman.
Possible pin.
1, Your winner by fall, Abby Bowman from Wilks University. Abby Bowman picks up the fall there at 5:21. I'm sorry, 4:21. Abby Bowman picks up the fall there at 4:21 in the second period. At 138 pounds, Taylor Mead from McDaniel will take on Angel Upright from Wilkes. Upright wrestled really tough in the Delaware State duel. Man, Mead is out right away, letting Upright know she's going to take control here. Upright really showed a strong resistance to takedowns, despite the fact of what the score was in her bout, in her last match against Kylie Gaddy. She was very strong through her positions. Man, I will tell you, look at this. Taylor Mead is tough with that underhook. Lots of good motion, lots of action, lots of hand fighting. Angel Upright is going to be in for another tough bout. We have passivity call on blue. Nice slide by there. We have passivity confirmed by everybody. Takedown Mead. Now she's going to go to work on top. Looks like she's looking for a one-on-one and a half. All right, we're back to our feet. Taylor Mead leads 2-0, a minute and 7 into the first period. There you go. There's a Russian tie. Looking for maybe a throw by there. Oh, there it was. Looking for a throw by. She's got active hands. Upright strong. Like to see a little bit more of a squat in their stance. Be a little bit more firm. That will allow her to really take head control. Their official is now looking at her first push out. Oh, there we go. Push out Mead. She leads 3-0. Upright's going to have to get active here. While not having official passivity calls, she's already gotten her instruction twice from Sherrod. Takedown Mead. Taylor Mead with another snap and spin. Uh-oh. This is the Sukahara. If she hits it, a little bow and arrow action. If she can step all the way through and get her in the washing machine, that's a tough place to be. That is one of the most uncomfortable moves in all of freestyle wrestling. They call it the washing machine because as your opponent rolls you across the mat, all you can hear is the thump. And you sound like one of those times when the washing machine's out of balance. And then 30 seconds later, you come up for air, and you typically have a technical fall in your hands. So if you ever get the best way to get out of the Sukahara or washing machine is not to get into it. Looks at another step out here. She's going to have to be really careful. She's going to go on the clock soon. Another step out. Step out point for Mead. 30 seconds left in the first period. Upright's really controlling the pace, pardon me. Mead's really controlling the pace. Upright has the tools. It's certainly something there that it's maybe just a little thing here or there missing. Great throw by. Oh boy, here we go. This is a battle. She's got to stay here. If Upright gets her hips over, high hips wins here. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. 2-point takedown, Mead. Heading into the second period, Mead leads 8-0. That was a tough situation, as I was saying, specific to Upright. If she can get a little bit more squat into her positioning, you might open up a couple of lanes and avenues of attack, make things a little bit easier for her to find her attacks. But certainly, scenario where she's shown explosiveness in both of these bouts. But Mead is a tough customer here as well. All right, here we go. Second period. Mead leads 8-0. Digging in for that underhook right away. Going to take space in real estate. Really great job of stalking. But that's, certainly something I do like about the way upright wrestles. I'd like to see a little bit more of a position out of it. And we're going to go big there. That's 4-point takedown Mead. Working for the fall. She's got a lot of time to fight off her back. Fall confirmed. Your winner by fall, Taylor Mead. That was a nice headlock. That score of 12-0 prior to the fall is indicative of the way Taylor Mead wrestles. For McDaniel College, at 145 pounds, Lena Black. From Wilks University, Lena Black will accept a forfeit at 145. At 160 pounds from McDaniel, Mackenzie Kuhn will take on Lily Szymanski from Wilks University. Lily Szymanski and Mackenzie Kuhn going to go at it here at 160 pounds. All right, here we go. Table's ready. Everybody's ready. Let's go. Well, you see, looking at an underarm spin there. Nice shot there by Szymanski. 4-point takedown. Two-point takedown. Looking for the fall. She has got her tight, and that's a lot of time at the edge of the mat. Looking for confirmation. Your winner by fall at 160 pounds from McDaniel College, Mackenzie Kuhn. John Lowe requesting the team score here. Karina and from McDaniel College, Morgan Linton. From Wilks University, Karina Rivera. Rivera was just in a barn burner bout in the Delaware State University dual meet. Score didn't reflect it. She wrestled tough. Takedown Linton. Linton's going right for the jugular. She's going right for the fall. She's got everything threaded. Looking for the fall here. Confirmation. Your winner by fall at 180 pounds, Morgan Linton. Is that Kaya? At 207 pounds for McDaniel, Kaya Condon will take a forfeit. What was the name she gave? Does he have it on the sheet? Your final today by your victors by a score of 34-15, McDaniel College.
final bout of the day will take place starting in about 3 o'clock. That will be McDaniel College versus Delaware State University. We'll see you back here in about 15 minutes for action to begin.
All right. Great match by McDaniel. They looked really solid, well coached. Not a surprise to me. Having competed against John Lowe coached athletes a number of times throughout my career, they just looked absolutely fantastic. We're going to take about we got 15 minutes on the clock before Delaware State Hornets women's team comes out. And we will be back then. So I'm going to step off here, throw it out to the truck, and I will see you back here at 2:57. Delaware State University versus McDaniel College. In our final dual meet at 110 pounds from McDaniel, Sofia Molina. Her opponent from Delaware State University, Milena Chavarria. At 117 from McDaniel College, Ariana Carnahan. And your Delaware State Hornet, Ikart Galumet. For McDaniel at 124 pounds, Madison Rich. She will take on Juliana Diaz from Delaware State University. At 131 pounds from McDaniel College, Alize Franzi will take on Chanel Alberg from Delaware State University. At 138 pounds, Liana Samuel from McDaniel will take on Kylie Gaddy from Delaware State University. At 145 pounds, Alex Adams from McDaniel will take on Louise Jewett from Delaware State University. At 160 pounds, Maddox Wookic from McDaniel will take on Haley Briscoe from Delaware State University. At 180 pounds, Morgan Linton from McDaniel will take on Haeli Velez Almodovar. At 207 pounds, Kayla Carter from McDaniel will take on Delaware State University's Christina Lisboa. The Green Terror are led by head coach Mason Gorestis and John Lowe. And your Delaware State University Hornets are led by head coach Kenya Sloan and assistant coach Brock Budesheim. Let's get ready for a great duel. While they're flipping the coin, just one more reminder that we would love everybody to join us tonight at the Rail House Beer Garden for dinner at 6 p.m. A portion of the proceeds will come right back to the team. All right, so we are getting the flip. We are back, and we are ready to roll here. Everybody's excited here. Quick shout out to my oldest, Allison Bailey, that wanted Dad to say hi to her. So here we go at 117 pounds. We have Sofia Molina versus Milena Chavarria. All right, here we go. We don't have the extent of the injury that the McDaniel wrestler has, but as you can see, that mask usually is there to protect the face or the eye. Oftentimes a broken nose or some sort of eye injury. We have the headgear coming loose here from Chavarria. Brock is getting her adjusted there. Again, the face mask is utilized to protect the eyes and or nose. I had to wear one my junior and senior year when I took an unfortunate injury as a sophomore that had some lasting consequences. Here we go, back to action. Man, look at those hands. She is moving, taking ground. She's doing everything that her coaches have taught her to do. Great sweep single here, beautiful whizzer. We're in for a battle here. Look at her. She's going to elevate that foot. Up, look for that cutback. Oof. Here we go. But she's going to roll. Nope. 4-point takedown. Sofia Molina with a 4-point takedown. Great job, though, by Chavarria. Really spreading out there. Seasoned freestyle move. Fantastic work there. All right, here we go. That 4-point lead. Oh, now can be erased. 2 takedown, and a turn. She's going to hold her there. He's going to look for confirmation. Possible pin here on the mat. Referee Chris Foschel is watching closely as she's rolled over. Here we go. He's looking for confirmation. He's going to look for confirmation. Nope, she's going to slip. Staying in it right now. Great job by Chavarria. The entire Delaware State bench is calling for a fall, including both coaches. Man, she is tough off the bottom there. Seeking confirmation, your winner by fall at 110 pounds from Delaware State University, Milena Chavarria. Big smiles from Milena Chavarria. That is a bouncy, bubbly victory lap, kid. Great job. What's that?
Yep. Or no, 117. That was 110.
Carnahan?
Huh?
Carnahan?
Yeah.
Yeah. From McDaniel College, Ariana Carnahan. And from Delaware State University, Ecart Galumet. Ecart Galumet came out on fire last match. So we'll see what we got here. We got Delaware State University in the lead. That 5 points they just picked up for that fall is going to be huge. Great. Look at that Russian tie. She's going to either throw it by. Solid work there. A 5-point throw for Ecart Galumet. What a toss. Wow. Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, she got some frequent flyer miles on that one. That was going right over the top. That was picture perfect. You put that one in a book and put it away. I really like this key lock here. McDaniel wrestlers doing a great job countering, though. Really strong here. Great front headlock position. Close to a push out. Again, great bounce. Man, that is how you teach the front headlock, kids. Going right to that crossface, far side. Takedown, Galumet. Galumet leads 7-0 with 2:05 left in the period. 2:04 left in the period. That throw was something to see. You could tell that these wrestlers are well trained. Because they're very confident. She's going to go big here. Takedown, Galumet. Looking for the fall here. Looking for your winner by fall at 117 pounds. Ecart Galumet. Oh. Replay this throw. Look at this throw here. Beautiful position. She's just going to take it right over the top. Good night. That is how it is done, kids. That was a fantastic throw. Right over the top. At 124 pounds from McDaniel College, Madison Rich. From Delaware State University, Juliana Diaz. Crowd is still here. They are still excited. Delaware State University again out to a commanding lead. That was fantastic. Let's see what we got here. Juliana Diaz had an electric first bout earlier today. Going right to it. We're going feet to back. 4-point takedown, Diaz. Going right to her half, and she is not playing. Look how deep that thing is. 2-point turn, Diaz looking for confirmation. Your winner by fall in 20 seconds. At 124 pounds from Delaware State University, Juliana Diaz. At 131 pounds from McDaniel College, Alize Franzi. From Delaware State University, Chanel Alberg. Alberg had a great first bout as well. Franzi had a very solid first bout against Wilkes. Looked very, very tough. 4-point takedown for Alberg. Going right for the fall, looking for confirmation. You have your winner by fall in 11 seconds from Delaware State University, Chanel Alberg. Chanel Alberg lit it up, kids. At 138 pounds from McDaniel College, Liana Samuel. She will take on Kylie Gaddy from Delaware State University. Delaware State just keeps running out tough competitor after tough competitor. These women are focused. And I can't understate how good that other coaching corner is. Mason Gretzis and John Lowe are awesome. But right now, these Delaware State Hornets, they are coming out to sting. Look at this Russian here, just bullying her around the mat, letting her know this is how it's going to go. My name is Kylie Gaddy, and I'm here to take your lunch money. Look at that underhook, how easily she slipped it in. Looking for a far side, maybe ooh, way to dance. Looks like we're going to have a push out. 1 point push out for Liana Samuel. Gaddy's really got to drive through that far leg. She had the opportunity there. She didn't take it. Positionally, she was in much better position. Now Samuel back with her own underhook. Really tight on the ear-to-ear. Just missed a push out there, but he did a great job. Better be safe than sorry in this moment. Really tough here. Two wrestlers really. Oh, there we go for the dump. Here we go. Takedown, Gaddy. Beautiful dump. Now she's going to come through. You call it whatever you want. I call it painful. Some people call it the barbed wire. Seeking confirmation. Your winner by fall in 1 minute 10 seconds from Delaware State University, Kylie Gaddy. Tough. Tough, tough, tough. These girls are proud to wrestle here too, and that's something I really love to see. Alex? From McDaniel College at 145 pounds, Alex Adams. For your Fighting Hornets, she will face Louise Jewett. Louise Jewett sent her previous opponent flying with a huge 5-point throw. That smile is $1 million smile. This kid is excited to wrestle. She's excited to compete. She can't wait to get it done. She's going to, here we go. Takedown, Hewitt. Going right to her bar. Solid. The transition that these Delaware State women are making today with a turn, the transitions that these women are making today are, look at that. That you can't see it from where you are, but underneath that arm is tied up and is not going anywhere. Possible fall here on the mat. Really, really good job. Confirmed fall at 145 pounds for Louise Jewett. $1 million smile on that kid. Got it. At 160 pounds from McDaniel, Maddox Wookich. She will face Haley Briscoe from Delaware State University. Haley Briscoe is coming out. Again, really solid last match. Did a great job hand fighting. Fantastic job controlling the center of the mat. Really showed that she was here not just to compete, but to dominate. That's been the mindset of these girls all day. Current dual meet score is 30-0. Takedown Briscoe. Quick takedown by Haley Briscoe. Looking to go to her lace. She's got to get one of them up. Great job closing the legs there. Now let's look to your gut. She's got to get those hips under. Going to bring her back to her feet. Briscoe leads 2-0, 19 seconds into the bout. Another snap down right to her hands. That is a powerful snap down. I think she's going to get it this time. She got over the thigh this time. She's got a table, and she's going to go. 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 Going to take it right to her back now. 2-point turn. Briscoe taking her right to her back. She's going to slam the half here. And I will tell you, Wilkes has a long time looking for confirmation. And the fall. Your winner at 160 pounds from Delaware State University, Haley Briscoe. That was tough. As soon as she locked into that. From McDaniel College, 180 pounds, Morgan Linton. And from Delaware State University, Haley Velez Almodovar. Velez Almodovar's match went nearly the entire time in the first bout. She did a really good job controlling the ties. I will tell you, Linton's tough. She is really tough. She is a go-getter. Take down Linton. Confirming that with 2 is Matt Judge, Chris Voschel, and Matt Chairman, Leon Conley. We have Russell Sherrod on the mat. Linton does a really nice job taking ground. 4-point takedown, 2-point reversal. We're all tied at 4. That was a great takedown, fantastic reversal. We're going to talk about this one for a minute. So we're going to seek confirmation. Also, too, let's remember that this is freestyle wrestling, right? So you're going to see different strategies, different tactics. John Lowe's coming over. He wants in on the action here, seeing what the officials are talking about. John Lowe's been around the block. His little smack talk from the home crowd doesn't bother him. Okay, they're going to start right now. Yep. Yep. Should be 5-4. 5-4 with the push out. Linton is really good at taking ground here. I know I said that before, but she does a really solid job here. I like the way Velez Almodovar is going to really working that head into her chest, saying, this is my ground, you're not taking it. Like to see her switch to an underhook here, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. We're should be looking at a 5-4 scoreboard here in favor of Linton, because she got the 2 and the 2, and she also, here we go. She can get this. She's going to get it going with the dump. Takedown, Velez Almodovar. Nice takedown there off the dump by Velez Almodovar. Score should be 6-5. We'll get to it in a second. .153 left. There's a lot of action here. In deep. She's going to pull her back. That didn't change direction, so we have no points there. Typically, that would be a 2 and a 3. She didn't change direction. Oh, boy. Smart move by Velez Almodovar. Take down Linton. Kenya Sloan wants to talk about that last call. She felt she missed it. She believed that her wrestler didn't or should have gotten the 4 there. They're going to talk about it here momentarily. So they're going to talk about it a little bit. What Coach Kenya Sloan was asking, she was asking for exposure. Typically, for the freestyle points to count, if you come over the top, you need to change direction. So if I'm driving straight north and south, I need to go. If I'm going to be defending, I need to take it east to west. All right. Coach is coming for clarification. So we are just about ready to get going here. I will tell you, Kenya Sloan might be the coolest head coach I have ever seen. I've seen a lot of coaches in my day at the high school and NCAA level, and she kept her cool there because she was boiling on the inside. Back to the action here. Again, Linton's doing a great job taking ground. There we go. We are getting excited here. A lot of fun here today at Delaware State University at the Hornets' Nest Memorial Hall. Linton's taking ground again. Oh! 4-point throw. Hayeli Velez Almodovar. Beautiful throw. 49 seconds left in period 1. I'm going to take an injury timeout. We should be running the clock. Yep. Crowd is fired up after that throw here. Got an injury timeout for Hayeli Velez Almodovar. Really fantastic throw, though, to send her into that injury timeout. Did a really solid job maintaining position. Linton's strong, and she is very positionally sound. So for her to keep taking ground, Hayeli just let her take it and then just pop the throw in there. Great throw, great inside trip, inside kick to get to that, to get her off balance and get moving. Here we go, 49 seconds left. High scoring bout. We're looking at 10-7 here. Oof. Back in, Linton. Take down Linton. Linton's tough. She really is. Look at that cross face. She's going to dig it in here. 34 seconds to work. She's probably going to get about another 3, 4, 5 on the mat. They're going to bring her back up to her feet. Okay, here we go. Back up to their feet. 10-9. We got to get square on the board here. 22 seconds left in the first period. Again, Hayeli Velez Almodovar, during her first bout, did go the distance, or nearly the distance. She was about a 5:45 tech fall. So she's got a full match under her belt today. Linton did not. Linton got her fall last bout in about 15 seconds. So I'm going to step away here for a second. I'm going to talk to the mat chairman just to make sure we have the right score. Our mat judge, that we have the incorrect score on your screen. The correct score is 10-8. 10-8. All right, here we go. Final period here. We have a score of 10-8. Velez Almodovar has been really strong throughout this entire bout. Hit that huge 4-point throw. Next break in action, I'm going to go to the table judge to just confirm that right now she currently has the lead in bigger point value throws, in case we should go to criteria, because she's going to get another 4 right here. 2-point takedown, Velez Almodovar. All right, she widened the lead there. Best way to be defensive is to have a strong offense, and she really is doing that through this. Linton's strong on that Russian tie, really solid head position. But as we get a little later in the match, she'd be primed for a snap down right about now. Move her feet a little bit, little foot fire action, and then let it rip. Let that snap down rip, especially as tall as she is. She's gone in on that again. Here she goes. This is going to be a tough one here. Linton's long, and her length is going to really give fits here. Take down Linton. All right, that brings it to 12-2. Oof, going right for that power half. Linton would be good to punch that fist to the mat. Haley Velez has got to look away. Being tough here, though. No points yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. They're going to come back to their feet. All right. 1:19 remaining in the bout. You have a 12-10 match. Linton is going right to it. This is her deal. She likes to be in your face. She's big on hand fighting. She likes to battle. Really strong. And her length gives her a little different feel for Velez Almodovar. Keep moving her hands. They both got to keep moving. Velez Almodovar is going to have to open up here a little bit. She's going to have to take it and attempt one shot. There's that underhook. She's got to get to it. She's got to get to her head to that side. If she gets her head to, there we go. Great position here. This is what we teach, right? She's got to roll the head under, get her position to it, or she's got to duck under that wrist. That's wide open at this point right now. Velez Almodovar is really going to have to get moving. She's got to get that underhook going. 31 seconds left. Looks like she's probably not going to get a shot clock. All right, and there's Linton again. Pushing, pushing, pushing. This is where she scored big last time. Great job by Velez Almodovar. She's got to get the push out, right? Nothing there. She's got to circle back center. 13 seconds. Great to keep your hands out front, staying out. Linton's tough. She's going to be digging. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Last takedown won't count. Your winner by decision. Haley Velez Almodovar. From McDaniel College at 207 pounds, Kayla Carter. From Delaware State University, Christina Lisboa. I'll toss it to you. All right, Kayla Carter and Christina Lisboa. 207 pounds is our final dual meet of the day. Delaware State University women's wrestling team on this historic day. Oh. Takedown Carter. Lisboa is going to have to fight here. She's got a lot of time. 2 minutes, 39 seconds. But she's okay. She's actually in great position right now. Way to fight off your back. She's calling injury time. Yeah. This is a tough, that was a tough injury. That shoulder's in a lot of pain. It's tough to rotate through it the way that she did. Why we have a moment. While we have a moment, I want to take the opportunity to thank everybody that came out today. Again, I've seen the following people in attendance. Senator Nicole Poore, Senator Eric Buxton, former Executive Director of the Delaware Wrestling Alliance, Vic Leonard, Kurt Howell, former head coach of Smyrna High School, 1992 Olympic alternate. We got to see Carrie McCoy in the house today. Both Dr. Tony Allen and his wife have been here for the entirety of the day. This is such a fantastic day. You can hear them cheering for Christina to hop up here. She's probably 20, 30 seconds into injury time. You can see the trainer working on her. She's going to go. That's exciting. That's tough. That's toughness right there. But in addition, we've also seen Vinny Renato, 5-time DIAA state place winner, 4-time state finalist, 3-time Delaware state champion, 2-time Beast of the East All-American, and he was a national champion as a sophomore in high school at the NHSCA grade level nationals. Got to see a number of head coaches from the area. Got to see Aaron Harris from Dover High School, one of the fiercest competitors I ever seen at the high school level. In case you're wondering, she's going to start down because of the injury time. And she's going to have to fight here. That's tough. That's a tough position, especially on that shoulder. This is why wrestling is the toughest sport at the NCAA level and maybe in the world. Your opponent just watched your shoulder be taken care of, and then they go right back to it. Carter's tough. She takes a lot of ground quickly. Strong, athletic, slick on her feet. She's got a nice future here. Liz Bowe is doing a good job as well. Headgear's coming off. We're going to put it back on. We are 1:10 into the first period. 1:50 left. It's tough to do, tough to come back from that type of injury mid-match for Liz, that Liz Bowe just did. She's really going to have to get her hands moving, though. Five points is tough to come back from. But the nice thing about freestyle is you have a 4-point throw and you have the big granddaddy of them all, the big 5-point over-the-top throw. So this is something that it can absolutely come back from. Really been a fantastic day here. We're going to hopefully see some offense here momentarily. Kayla Carter's got that underhook. She's got the body lock. She's going to take her right to her back. 4-point takedown, Carter. And Carter's looking for crossface. They're going to bring them back to their feet. 57 seconds left in the first period. Liz Bowe is going to have to get going. She's going to have to speed her up a little bit, move her hands, move her feet. Man, look at that. Look at Carter taking space. 1-point blue. 1-point push out, Kayla Carter. Your winner at 207 pounds. From McDaniel College, Kayla Carter. Your final score from the dual meet between McDaniel College and Delaware State University. Your Delaware State Fighting Hornets 38, McDaniel College Green Terror 5. I'm going to toss it to Mr. Terry Banks and to close us out. All right. For all those of you that are watching out there, thank you so much for being here with us on this historic day. These girls wrestled so hard. They really did. These young women made a name for themselves. They brought D1 wrestling back to Delaware, and they put Delaware State University wrestling on the mat. Hey, look at what they're doing right now. They're enjoying themselves. They're smiling. They're having fun, and they're working hard. They have 2 fantastic coaches. They have the entire state behind them. Thank you so much for joining us today. There's passion. There's intensity. There is success being built here in Dover, Delaware. Come support Brock Budesheim and Kenya Sloan and their women at the Delaware State University, the Fighting Hornets women's wrestling program. Signing off from Dover, Delaware, I'm Brandon Bailey. Thank you, and good night.